And now we move on to the tag team title match, Dave. The match that I have been building up, saying that this was one of the matches that I'm most excited to seeing at the Revolution pay-per-view. The build between these two tag teams and the animosity between Hangman Page and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega being caught in the middle and not knowing what to do. This match was good. Look, and I know Red Sox fan who's not in here tonight, thank goodness, because he would call me out saying I'm nitpicking. But we do it for WWE and NXT. I'm going to do it here. The kickouts, man. Too fucking many kickouts. When they did, I don't know exactly what the finisher is called, but when Hangman does his clothesline and then Omega does the V trigger and you kick out, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. And it wasn't that like that was the first move that they did. I mean, these guys were killing each other before they did that move. And I think that should have ended the match. But that's me nitpicking, if you want to say. Other than that, I thought the tag team match was pretty damn good. Another thing that bothered me was the referee not enforcing any type of rules whatsoever. At one point, and this was like, what is going on? You have Hangman and Omega double teaming one of the Bucks, which is illegal, right? It's a tag team match. It's illegal. You have the other Young Buck arguing with the referee that there's two guys double teaming his partner. And the ref is arguing with him instead of saying, oh, you're right. Let me get this guy out of the ring. Like, it blew my mind. Like, this referee is fucking awful. And before the match started, I think it was Excalibur who said this is the best referee to have to ref this match. And that was... wow. That's just, again, me nitpicking. Other than that, I thought this match was fantastic. What did you think of the match where we did see Hangman Page and Omega pick up the win? I thought the Bucks did a pretty good job. The other thing I liked at the end of the match was kind of the tease from Hangman Page that he might turn on Omega, which was nice, but he ended up not doing it, of course. What did you think of this match, Dave?
Well, to touch on your point about the tag team stuff, I mean, it was funny because even JR said, well, the rest got to get someone out of the ring. They're just standing there beating him up for like 20 minutes.
Right.
You know, I'm going to surprise a lot of people with this. I really enjoyed this match. My only I was expecting a bunch of spots and no tags in this match, though. So that didn't really surprise me. Mm-hmm. One thing I hated about this match, the stupid crowd cuts. I hated it. It kept going back and forth. It was so annoying because, man, they were missing spots in the ring. They kept cutting to people in the crowd. Oh, it's like, Kevin Dunn, stop it. But it's not Kevin Dunn working this. It's like, it was so annoying. The camera cuts over to start taking me out of the match because they were so back and forth. But yeah, I actually thought the match was really good. And it told the great story of Kenny not having the killer instinct to go after his friends. And even one point, Paige is trying to put one of the Bucks through a table, and Kenny stopped him. And so, no, we don't do it like that. We do it in the ring.
Yeah, another part of the match which I liked was more storytelling. And one thing that the Young Bucks get a lot of gripe for is they don't do any storytelling when they're in the ring. But this was great where, I don't remember what Young Buck brother it was, but Hangman and Omega are basically just beating the shit out of him. And Hangman throws him into his partner's corner for the other Young Buck to come in. And you see Omega's just like, oh, fuck, man, just end this match already. I like that. I liked what Hangman was so pissed at the Young Bucks. The heat between them three guys were there. You know, he spat in their face. You saw one of the Young Bucks just go crazy on him at one point where he's just nonstop punching him. It was a great storytelling match. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like was the damn kickouts. But that's just nitpicking. I just thought this match was really good. They did a really fantastic match with this one.
Yeah, I mean, the match is really good. And another thing I'll say is that one thing I noticed a lot, I think everyone else did too, when they did they called it the Indie Taker, but they used to also call it the Meltzer Drive on Page on the outside. The crowd was booing, and they were booing Omega when he pulled Page off of one of the Bucks. So it's like they have a superstar babyface in Adam Page right now.
They do. Thank you for the host there, Alice. Appreciate that. Lord Spears in the chat room says, did it seem like the Bucks started working heel?
Yeah, it did. It seems like the crowd kind of turned them heel in a way. Because
yeah, they were. It was kind of at some points you could hear the crowds kind of booing them and cheering them, but a lot of boos. That's the first that we've heard on AEW where they're actually getting booed when they're facing someone else. That was the first.
Yeah, it's all about Page, and it seems like the original plan was to turn him heel, but now you can't because the crowd is 100% behind Adam Page.
Yeah, and they're still kind of showing kind of signs that they may turn him heel. He kind of teased it tonight, like at the end of the match where Omega's kind of, he's, still being buddy-buddy with the Young Bucks. He's in the ring by himself, and he's teasing what does he call that finisher, Dave? Do you know off the top of your head?
The slingshot buckle lariat?
Yes, he teased that to do it to Omega, but he ended up stopping. And it seems like a lot of fans are just waiting for that moment where Hangman snaps and turns on Kenny Omega. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment where Kenny finally turns on the Bucks and joins his partner.
Yeah.
Because that one part of the match when they did here's to play to your point, they did like a double super kick on Omega and it looked like it was over. He kicks out at 1 and he's like, no. I was like, really? 1?
Yeah, the crowd went wild after that too. Steven2411 says that was the match of the night. Candice calls it a super kick out party.
Yep.
I like that. That was funny. Match of the night, but yeah, too many kickouts, says T-Dog. Speed says, fuck that match. They killed the rest of the show. Nothing else had a chance except Cassidy because he's totally different. That's true.
Yeah, they did take 20 minutes.
30
if
minutes.
Not
this match was 30 minutes long.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they got all the time and they got to do everything they wanted. I mean, seriously, I think Speeds tweeted about it. They did every freaking move in the world. And they did everything out there. Even with Paige doing the freaking Omega's finish, the one-wing angel. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, they did everything you could think of. And so anyone following this was shit out of luck. And ironically enough, the women followed this, and that wasn't a good match.
Yeah, it wasn't. We'll get into that in just a minute. Ian Dunn says you're reaching far too much, trying to find negativity. No. I'm just nitpicking what I thought. What I didn't like about the match. But overall, I thought the match was pretty good. Aubrey should be the ref of every match this beef stew. If wrestling, you don't suspend belief like when you watch a movie. How do you watch wrestling? After a kick out, you get mad like when your kicker misses a chip shot. It's not that. It's just when it gets kind of over excessive. That's all.
I mean, too many false finishes when stuff should end the match. I mean, it becomes unbelievable.
Right. There you go. The pop when Kenny kicked out after the 1 count was awesome, said Chris Mack. Thank you, Lord Spears, for the follow. Appreciate that. Blame Fiend and Ciampa for your hate of false finishes. Yeah.
Those happened way before then, my friend. Way before then. Blame Hulk Hogan. Blame ECW.
Paige will be a likable heel like Austin. Yes, he will. That's why I don't feel like you can have him turn heel. I think he's just... Even if he turn heel, he'll be cheered like crazy. So after a match like that, a cold beer sounds good. Agoff,
yeah, he deserved it. Yeah, he deserved that beer after that match.
Canadian Destroyer like TikTok, everyone doing it. Yes, absolutely. We haven't saw one last night on SmackDown. It's like we're watching your kicker miss 14 straight field goals that could win you the game. There you go. That's a. I like that one. Speaking of Aubrey and refs, where has Earl Hebner been? Isn't he in an AEW? I don't think he is he?
I don't think he is. No, not that I know of. He did. People are getting confused because he did a match with Cody for when Cody won the NWA title at All In.
Oh, didn't he ref the match between him and his brother?
He might have. I don't remember.
I know why you would say that though.
He did the All-In match, though, I believe. I'm pretty sure he did the All-In match between Nick Aldis and Cody when Cody won the title. He did that match, and he'd done some NWA stuff.
Okay.